Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now with the recent Gamescom announcement and the addition of the new roadmap, October through December, it says that we are going to be getting some new reinforcements plus reinforcement appearances. And then below that it says new appearances. And today I want to talk about what exactly that could mean for the game and what we're probably more likely to get based off of like the past experiences with the game. So it says new reinforcements and new appearances. Now these new reinforcements are going to be based off of the Rise of Skywalker movie that's coming out in December. So my guess is that we will probably get those reinforcements in late November because they normally release the updates at the end of each month. So based off of the past, it would probably land on like November 26th or 27th. That is my educated guess. And then we would probably get 1 to 2 new reinforcements based off the movie. And then my guess is we might get some new skins for those new reinforcements, to sort of help build the hype for the movie. So we don't exactly know what those reinforcements are going to be. I covered that in the last video. If you guys haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. I'll link it at the end of the video and in the description and stuff. And at the top part where you see that little eye, you can click that and it will show all the list of like recent videos that you can check out. So it'll be there. But with the new information that came out yesterday with the Rise of Skywalker, where they had a panel and they had just a bunch of different costumes and stuff, and they had interviews with all the actors and actresses, and they had that new poster for the movie. They were showing off some different outfits, and one of them is a First Order Jet Trooper, which is going to be in the movie. Which, I mean, maybe this could possibly be a skin. Maybe they could change this, because, I mean, it doesn't look the same as the Jump Trooper that is currently in the game. Like, the Jump Trooper that they have just looks like a First Order Trooper with the jetpack. So maybe that reinforcement could get a skin and it could look like this, and then you could swap back and forth. Maybe this is a completely new reinforcement, like he's kind of like a Boba Fett. He's just a jet trooper instead of a jump trooper. There's just a few different ideas I'm throwing out there because, I mean, we don't know for sure yet. So there's that possibility. But honestly, the most realistic option is that we're probably going to get some Clone Wars era skins for the like ARC Troopers and the BX Droid and the Commandos and that kind of stuff. Because back when the ARC Trooper came out, there was a lot of people asking for ARC Trooper skins because we have all these different clone customization options, and now we're going to have all these droid customization options. So people would like to be able to customize their ARC Trooper and make them look like some of the different options from the movies or the Clone Wars show or whatever. For example, there's this picture from the Clone Wars. We have like these three different, these are just 3 different examples. Like this one's blue, this one's red, this one's yellow. And then you have the classic example of Rex. Like Rex has some different designs on his armor and stuff, and he's got the blue and he's got like those little marks on his helmet. Now, I don't personally think they're going to go with like an individual character. I don't think they're going to want to make your ARC Trooper look like Rex or anything, because then it kind of gets into like hero territory. Like the reinforcements are unnamed for a reason, because if all the reinforcements were named, then they'd basically be like a hero. Like it wouldn't really make sense. Like if you had, because the reinforcements are kind of just supposed to be like an addition to the infantry, and the heroes are kind of their own thing. So I don't see them giving like individual character skins. Like I could be completely wrong, but I just don't see them doing that. I think a realistic option for the ARC Troopers would just be to like change between like a phase 1, phase 2 helmet, change the color of your armor, maybe switch from red to blue to yellow or to whatever you want. Maybe they'll have a few different options for the ARC Trooper. But I think that's probably the most realistic one that we would get. And then moving on, there are a few different versions of the BX Droid. Like we have one right now that's kind of like a brownish, like a tan color. There is a blue variation that they could go with. Like here's this image now, like this one's blue. And then there's a couple different variations of like paint schemes and stuff. It's basically like an addition to the one that we already have in the game. So I don't see them playing around with like a brown anymore. I think if they add anything to the BX Droid, it would probably be blue, just to match like the theme of capital supremacy, since you have like the blue tanks and the blue speeders and all that. I think it would match and it would make a little bit more sense. So that's probably realistic for the BX Droid. And then in September, we are getting the addition of the Clone Commandos. As of right now, the Clone Commandos are just completely white. They don't really look, I mean, they look cool, but they kind of look plain in my opinion. Like they just don't look very battle worn. I think the point of like a commando is that it's a very special unit. You don't see very many of them. They're kind of rare, and they're like way better than all the other clones. Well, to me, like having just a plain white one with no designs or anything on the armor doesn't really make them seem like they're that important. They kind of don't really stand out much from like the regular shiny clones. Like a brand new clone that's never seen combat puts on all white armor. That's kind of how these white clone commandos feel to me, but that's just my opinion. So the clone commando is obviously going to be a very popular addition to the game, so I think that they would add some sort of variations to the clone commandos. Like they could go with like this night ops theme where your clone commando is just like all black. I think that would look pretty cool. I think that would be a pretty cool addition, kind of like a stormtrooper, like a dark trooper, or like Inferno Squad or something like that, but as a clone commando with the blue visor. Oh, that would look so sick, especially on maps like Camino or Kashyyyk at nighttime or something. Now the other option is that they could go for like different colors and stuff for the clone commando, kind of like in the Republic Commando game. Like there was the green, there was orange, there was red, and then there was yellow. Now this is kind of like the same territory as the ARC Trooper. I don't see them going with any of the main character designs from Republic Commando because, I mean, Republic Commando was its own standalone game. I don't think they want to take away from that game by taking their characters and putting it into Battlefront. Now, like I said, again, I could be wrong, but I just don't see them putting a named character and tying them into a reinforcement, because then you get a little bit more into hero territory. And like if people are running around as Delta Squad, I mean, Delta Squad should stand out from just any old regular reinforcement. So maybe they could let you change the clone commando armor. Maybe they'll give you some like blues and reds and greens and camo, or maybe they'll give you like a whole list based off of what's already existing in the game for like all the other clones. But I doubt it. I think maybe we'll see like 1 to 2 new skins for the commando. Probably more likely would be like the night ops. And then other than that, I don't think that they're going to add that many, because if you look at the game's past, like look at how many hero skins we've gotten. People have been asking for hero skins since launch. A million different Luke skins. Darth Maul still needs a skin. Darth Vader doesn't have any skins. Boba Fett doesn't have any skins. Or Bosk. Or Palpatine. Or Finn. Or Phasma. Like there's so many heroes that don't have skins. So I don't think they're going to give all the reinforcement skins before all these requested hero skins. It just wouldn't really make sense. So I say maybe 1 to 2, 3 at max reinforcements would get the skins, especially with the new additions and the popularity of the Clone Wars and then the hype around the new movie. So I don't see the original trilogy stuff getting any skins. Like a Wookiee warrior wouldn't make sense to get a new skin. Like they could just change the fur a little bit, maybe give them some different clothes. That's not really worth it. I don't think people would get excited over a different Wookiee skin. And then the Droideka, I don't see the Droideka getting any skins either. I tried to search the web for different images of Droidekas. They could maybe try to make him blue just to match the rest of the theme of like all the droid stuff. But I mean, that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, the Droideka looks fine now. I don't think too many people are going to be upset if they don't have any Droideka skins. Plus, I think they've learned their lesson with making some pretty stupid skin decisions ever since the bandaged Chewbacca. I mean, they've been memed all to hell, and the community has just given them crap ever since. So I think if they wasted one of the reinforcement skins on something as stupid as like changing the Droideka from brown to blue, I think that would definitely not go over well in the community, and I just don't see them doing anything for the Droideka. The Death Trooper, they can't really change the Death Trooper too much. It wouldn't make sense to change the Death Trooper because there's not very many variations of the Death Trooper. And then the like Imperial Jump Trooper, he wouldn't make sense to change. And yeah, it just wouldn't make sense to change any of the reinforcements from pretty much any of the other eras. Like the Flame Trooper for the First Order doesn't need another skin. Like I said, the Jump Trooper could maybe get a new skin, but I don't see very many people getting excited over a new Jump Trooper skin for the First Order. It kind of just depends on what they give us for the Rise of Skywalker movie. But yeah, that's my best educated guess on what reinforcement skins we could be getting later this year. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And then let me know down in the comment section what reinforcements you think we could possibly get for the Rise of Skywalker. I know in the last video I mentioned one of them might be a Sith Trooper, but what else do you think we could get for maybe the Resistance? But that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. If you guys really enjoyed it, please consider sharing it on Twitter, on Facebook, or just wherever to help push it more into the algorithm. And then be sure to follow me on Twitch at SwanyPlaysGames Live. And that's going to do it for me, guys, and I will talk to you all in the next video.
Will you join me? Accept your fate. I grew impatient.